Dr. Aminur Rahmani, Professor Dr. Aminur Rahmani.
I take this opportunity to deliberate a keynote speech on short-shell crab fattening aquaculture, adaptation to climate change in the coastal areas of Bangladesh. As you know, the climate change refers to the general changes in climate patterns, including temperature, precipitation, winds, and other factors. And this climate change causes havoc to our biodiversity, human health, and global economy. And global warming is just referred to the changes of average surface temperature either in cool or hot. But nowadays, this era is the era of global warming. So climate change is the alteration of climate of an area as a result of anthropogenic and natural catastrophes. That is depletion of the ozone layer, greenhouse effect, etc. It also occurred due to some natural factors such as changes in solar emission, long-term changes in the Earth orbital elements, and natural processes and human forcing on a planet. And also climate change threat to our places, capital, species, biodiversity, people's livelihood. Not only like that, but also unless detrimental impact of agriculture, including fisheries, livestock, water supplies, migration pattern, infrastructure, tourism, labor productivity, financial flow, energy demands, and also economic activity. Therefore, this work attempts to beam searchlight on the hazards that climate change pose a human existence, a development, environmental habitat, global economy, food security, and human health. As you know, Bangladesh is one of the disaster-prone countries and is being experienced with several devastating tropical cyclones that have caused great loss to the life and property. It is vulnerable to the storm surges. This country is very much vulnerable to storm surges due to the geography of the land and topography, and thus the frequent flood and coastal erosion causes devastation in the low-lying coastal region of the country. The most deadly cyclonic storm, the name was Ayla, which struck Bangladesh in 2009, left a deep share in the lives and livelihood of the people. And after 2007's disaster Sidon, it is one of the havoc and devastating that causes very loss of the life and properties of our country. The causes of climate change I already discussed in the previous slide, that human causes causes the main causes of the climate change, that is burning of fossil fuel, deforestation, livestock production, chemical fertilizer, fluorinated gases, industrial gases, food waste, and transport vehicle. And other the natural one is that I already discussed in the previous slide. Because of this cyclonic storm, the salt water intrusion into the because of the Ayla, it flourishing the fields of the region and barren and uncultivable and yielding loss of changes due to the for example, salt water due to the Ayla introduced into the paddy land and also causes the low fertility, and then crop production disrupted. And inclusion of the saline water reduce the sweet water pocket. In the right side you can see the less fertility, and that community become very vulnerable. The last slide, left side, growing rice. Bangladesh growing rice is the most staple food in Bangladesh. But because of this devastating flood, many land become underwater and no rice, and people become very hard for their livelihood. So why we need to soft shell crab fattening as alternative option to shrimp farming? As you know that Bangladesh is a large vulnerable climate coastal belt in the Indian subcontinent, and shrimp production began to decline after a few years due to contamination by microbial pathogen, and the industry lost market value. And shrimp was the most valuable farming product. However, because of the disease outbreak and severe infestations and environmental degradation causes the depletion of the production of the shrimp. And in these cases, because of that problem happen, and people are very interested to crab farming, fattening, because crab is very hard animal to adapt with the environmental degradation, and it adapt to the environmental senses. That is why people are become very interested, and many shrimp farmers and producers have left the conventional shrimp farming and then switched to the crab fattening and farming. And then crab is the secondary crop in many cases. Crab also is a secondary crop. Annually, 95% of the crabs are exported to different countries that are collected from the natural sources and also cultured by farming in Bangladesh. But monoculture system or polyculture system, along with milkfish or other fish, also polycultured with the crab. So then we can use the space for multidimensional or integrated crop fish and crab production. And also it can elevate. Also we can cultivate the crab alternative in rice crop. And crab is the source of high protein source in our country and also the nearby country. So, because of the shrimp disease and shrimp aquaculture is not popularizing day by day, so the abandoned shrimp farms or ponds are used for the shrimp crab farming. And crab fattening directly contribute to our increase of our income, gross domestic product, and also due to earning money for the family, it increases the woman's confidence and integrity and partnership participation in decision making within their household. So the woman can contribute to the earning of the farm product by cultivating the crab in their household farms. And this is because of after until in 2007 to 2018, you can see from the graph 43.9 million US dollar was earned, but after the pandemic, after beginning the pandemic of the COVID-19, it decreases. But nowadays, our country also, our government have given high priority for the cultivation of crab and to earn money by exporting to the foreign countries. In our country, there are not all the area of our country is suitable for the crab fattening. Only the coastal belt, the coastal area, Bangladesh is, for example, the Satkhira region. In the red color, you can see the 63,250 hectare is under the cultivation, followed by Khulna, followed by Bagherhat and then Khulna. From this graph, and other area also Patuakhali, Borgona, Pola, Patuakhali, Firozpur, Cox's Bazar, Noakhali also have the cultivation of soft shell crab fattening. So, in case of any farming operation, we have to analyze the strength, opportunity, weakness, and threats. What is the status of the crab? Our potential or geographical location in Bangladesh support the crab farming. It is the adequate leasing land and pond available for commercial fish culture in Bangladesh. As you know, Bangladesh is fish culture is the second aquaculture in the second position in the world. But crab fattening is still infant, but increasing day by day. It has a great scope opportunity have. We have the many coastal area, but weakness because we have the lack of knowledge. Our farmers have lack of knowledge for the craft culture. Risks of disease, long distance of marketing, lack of processing plant, loyalty, locality of competitor, locally have the 6 numbers of competitors, lower participation, and there are also threats due to the no granted market price for mud crab. Our farmers did not get the actual price because the middlemen have the market, they capture the market, so that is the farmers can get the more less benefit. And sea pollution, because pollution, over exploitation, vulnerable of climate change, high dependency of natural resources, and political pressure. There are so many threats for the adoption of this crab culture. So crab is the phylum, kingdom of Animalia. It is the crustacea, any arthropoda phylum and crustacea subphylum. It is also the under the family of Portunidae and Iskyla serrata. You can see the right side. There are red mud crab, and below one is green mud crab. They are very commercially important for their high delicacy and food value and export value. These are the crab, red and green, and another one, blue swimming crab, and 3 spot swimming crab. These are also commercially important crabs in Bangladesh. So, however, the crab is distributed for the Portunus pelagius and Portunus sanguinolentus. This is the entirely marine, and other Iskyla frangui-berica and Iskyla serrata. These juvenile live in the brackish water, ocean to brackish water, and adults come from brackish water to ocean. They migrate and they culture. They distributed throughout the intertidal, subtidal, mangrove, estuaries, and etc. More than 45,000 crab species are available throughout the world. This is the area where the crab, Satkhira, Khulna, Bagherhat, Barguna, Patuakhali, Rajput. This is the map where the crab is found. Why soft shell crab? There is a question. Why we are interested for the soft crab? You know that they have the wonderful flavor and very easy to eat, very high delicacy and highly profitable, and one of the luxury food. Can be eaten completely because of soft shell. No hard shell is removed. That is, it is completely, we can eat every part of the, and soft shell meat is equal to the boneless chicken. It has more than 30% meat, low fat, source of high quality protein, and very low in saturated fat. They are highly nutritious and contain fewer calories weight than other sources of animal protein. So the male female is very different. Male is more healthy, male is more bigger, 40-60% more bigger than the female, because female spend their store energy for the reproduction, but male gain weight, and there is a T-shape their ventral side, their genital papilla, that identify character, and female is the looks like a shape of bell or the Capitol building. So from this we can choose male and female. And this is the one of the, I told you that the soft shell means that the hard shell they remove because of the most interesting criteria of crab is molting. They change their shell from the hard shell to the soft shell, and during the soft shell we have to harvest because if they keep longer time, then the hard shell arise, and that is the high market market price become depleted. So we have to harvest that time, and female crabs tend to have more meat, and then the best soft shell crabs are the mud crab from the mangrove forest in the Bangladesh. This is the soft shell crab farming in the traditional in the Munchiganj. You know, in the coastal area, they make this type of enclosure, and this is a traditional system. And this is the applying feed to the crab. We use the raft and the one chamber, one crab. You know that crab are very cannibalistic. They fight with each other. They have no intimacy. So single crab must be cultured in the single shell. And this is the raft. One raft maybe 10 or 12 hole, and then we can float with half of the water. Then underneath the water, and upper portion will be up the water. So that is why crab also can get the oxygen from the upper surface, and also it can get they have the two types of so that is you can use the food in every shell, and every crab every shell. Soft shell crabs, and this is the crab. So actually 30% of the crab grows, and every 4 to 5 days we have to check in the each case whether they are changing their shell to become the soft shell, and then we have to harvest. This is the case, the raptor and the coastal areas, floating plastic, and it will be installed with the PVC pipe, and between the PVC pipe we hang the cages, and with the cage, each cage can get raptor shell wrapped, and this within the raft we have the hole, and we can every time we have to monitor their food. We will give the food, and this is the crabs after culturing, and then we get this. The female people they are processing the crab after harvesting. They are sorting the size according to the size the crab. This is the harvesting. This one is the culture in the raft, and in a pond system. We have so carved in the pond and also basket type. We have to maintain the temperature 75 to 80 degree Fahrenheit, pH 6.5 to 8, the salinity is 5 to 35 ppt, 5 and alkalinity more than 1100, dissolved oxygen 5, total hardness is 1 milligram, nitrate 0.0, and nitrate is very toxic, so that we have to maintain the nitrate and ammonia. I already discussed about the management, pond management and fertilizer, salinity and everything. This is the livelihood option in the marked crab fisheries and system. Wild stock. We have collected from the wild stock, supply of crab seed, supply of market demand, natural resource management, breeding and nursery, crab sanctuary, stock assessment, awareness building, natural population support service. This is the wild stock management. And farming system management, farming practice, grow out culture, soft shell production, polyculture, and waste culture, formulated feed, disease control, support, like that. And market system, because every farming systems production or benefit depends upon the market system, how we can marketing them. So market system need the marketing distribution channel, export market, import market, demand, transportation, cooperation, export policy, support services. This is the floating system, indoor system, and land system culture. This is the commercial culture in the coastal area. It is a video, but we cannot see how they can install their instrument, that is the utensils. That is culture system. This is the land-based floating system and land-based system. This is the harvesting. Hard shell crab takes 7 to 45 days to mold. So 10 to 30% crabs mold each day. So basket checked in every 3 to 4 hours interval. We have to check whether they are molting, and then molted crab can be transferred to the other processing plant. And this is the harvesting. This is the processing. Soft crab marketing and processing in the we can case in the put into the basket, and then we can transport. This is the supply chain. Wild, collected, hatchery, then go through the crablets, nurserer, juvenile crab rearing, producer of farmer producing adult crab, then go to the marketing through, and then processing plant, and finally go to the export and export market. This is the crab processing for export. This is the some activities. I just this is the same culture and processing technique. Just escape, please. This is the processing room and materials, how to process and take weight and cleaning. This is the grading. XSL, XL, L, M. According to the size, we have to XL, and according to the size, this prices also depends upon the size. This is the grading system, and the price, how many crab per one. 500 gram, for example, XSL. 400 gram XL, like that. This is also grading system of crab in the local market. This is also the grading system. We can, according to size, male and female is different size. We have to make female differently, sizing. And this is the estimate low cost. Here, this one, please. Also processing plant. We have the cost. Like some cost, we have to maintain this cost. This is also cost of the processing plant. And this is the processing plant continuation. Very difficult to explain. And this is the last slide. You know that raw material and its cost. You got found that our research experiment, and we have finally collected data from the entrepreneurs, that total cost per crab is 10 to 12 US dollar per kg, but total product value, sale value 16 to 18, 4 to 8 dollar per kg we can, and total production of crab per hectare per year, that is 25,000 to 30,000 kg per hectare. That is 2.5 to 25 to 30 ton we can produce, and the total benefit after the cost reduction, we can then 150,000 US dollar to 180,000 US dollar per year from 1 hectare, that is 300 decimal land, Chirim coastal region. This is a hard shell craft farming. With this, I would like to thank you very much, and my grateful thanks